So you want to live in Lafayette, Georgia. Well, Lafayette's known as the Queen City of the Highlands. And in this video, we'll be taking a tour of Lafayette on Google Maps. That way you can see where Lafayette sits in Northwest Georgia and how this, in the proximity of the surrounding areas. And y'all stay tuned to the end of the video because I'll go over a market recap of Lafayette. So with that, let's get started. So if you're new to my channel, you want to know everything there is to know about exploring and living in Northwest Georgia. And this video will be exploring Lafayette, Georgia. Make sure you give this video a like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. That way you can stay up to date on all the videos I produce and on the current real estate market trends in Northwest Georgia. My name is Christopher Owens, and I love working with people just like you who are wanting to make their move here to beautiful Northwest Georgia. So give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. That way I can make your move here to Northwest Georgia as smooth as possible. And you can find all the information that you need to know in the description below. So like I said, we're going to be touring beautiful Lafayette, Georgia today on Google Maps. That way you can see where some of the neighborhoods sit, where restaurants, shopping areas, and Lafayette's known to me as nature's playground. I'm going to show you some of the great spots where you can go explore and have an adventure around Lafayette, Georgia. So with that, let's get into it. So welcome to my computer. We're going to dive in on the map to Lafayette. So you're going to find Lafayette on the map just right here. So let's get a closer look. So if you watch my vlog tour, you can see that Lafayette has a ton to offer. It is out in the country. Unlike the other cities that we've toured, like Dalton, Calhoun, Ringgold, they're on the I-75 interstate there. Lafayette is off the I-75 route, but it does have a lot of good highways that feed into Lafayette. You do have, great highways. You have Highway 27 and 151 there, or Alabama Highway, and also 136 that can get you, east, like to Dalton or to Atlanta. So you're not landlocked. You do have some pretty good routes. It's just off the main interstate way, but since it is out in the country, you got a lot of beautiful views, beautiful countryside, and some good country living to do. So let's dive into some of the areas of Lafayette. So one of the areas I did want to highlight is the Wynwood Forest area. So at Wynwood Forest, you're going to find homes average in the 150 to 170,000 range. So in the homes you're going to find there are some nice 1 to 2 level homes, some nice ranch style homes, some good kind of craftsman homes there as well. That's going to be at Wynwood Forest, and it's a decent size. You get some decent sized lots there too, for it to be in a subdivision. So you do have a little space between your neighbors. You get a nice yard there, so you can build nice fence, have some good privacy in the backyard, and enjoy your time there at the Wynwood Forest. And also, depending where you are in this subdivision, it is up on a hill. So if your home is situated in a spot up on the hill, and a lot of the areas too, you're going to have some beautiful views of the mountains and of the trees and forests that's around you. So Wynwood Forest is a nice little place to be, and that you can see on the map as well that if you're at Wynwood Forest, you're close to a lot of the things there, and not too far from downtown Lafayette. So Wynwood Forest is a good place to be. Another place I wanted to highlight is the subdivision on Auburn Drive right here. If you saw my vlog tour, we did drive through Auburn Drive. It has some nice homes, good lots there. And again, it's up on that hill. You're seeing Lafayette that it's rolling hills. Some areas, up on the mountains. So it's beautiful countryside, like I said. So Auburn Drive, you're going to have similar prices like Wynwood Forest. It's going to be just a tad bit higher though. So $170,000 range to $200,000 range on Auburn Drive. You're just 7 minutes from downtown Lafayette, so you're not too far from everything. And also you got some you're pretty close to Lafayette High School. The Lafayette High School system, Walker County schools are fairly good schools. They're one of the better ones up in Northwest Georgia. So you're going to have good access to the schools, good access to Queen Lake, and all that, the lake life has to offer, if you're at Auburn Drive. Also, right next to Auburn Drive, you're going to have the Tanglewood Drive here. Tanglewood Drive is the Forest Hill subdivision or community. That's nice big lot sizes, a lot of privacy, and a lot of those homes there, have their own pool. And as you can imagine, with that price, with all that the Forest Hill community has the offer on Tanglewood Drive, the homes are a higher price tag. So you have homes that are $300,000 to $400,000 there. But nice community, nice privacy, all through here is this forest here, and you got some big lot sizes there. So nice place to be. Let's move into closer to downtown. So when you get closer to downtown Lafayette, you're going to be, on Warthen Street here. It's a nice little area. It's a historic area. It's right by the Marsh house. So, and right by Warthen Street, this little community area, you're going to find homes between $200,000 and $250,000. And like I said, some historic homes, nice bungalow style homes there, some beautiful property. You're right next to the Marsh house, the historic area in Lafayette. And also, moving more into downtown, you go west of the tracks, the railroad, you're going to have homes that are, below $100,000. So if you're looking for some, good starter home for your family, Lafayette's a great place to start a family and raise a family. So you got some nice price points for a nice starter home or investment properties as well. You do have some historic homes in this area, nice craftsman or bungalow style homes in this area. Some of them do need a little TLC, need to be fixed up, but you fix it up, nice coat of paint, fix up the yard, get that good curb appeal, you're going to really cash in on your investment. You're a first time home buyer, you're going to come here, you're not going to have to put too much into your home, and when you come to upsize, sell that home, you're going to capitalize on that investment. And also, if you're looking for some investment property, there's some great areas here, and you're right close to downtown. And the rest of downtown, you're going to see, east side of the tracks, see around here, you're going to see homes around the $120,000 to $150,000 range. So those are the kind of the price points there. As you get further south of Lafayette in this area, prices tend to go a little higher depending on the property size and the acreage. But those are generally the prices you're going to see. If you watched my vlog tour, we went through the streets of Lafayette and some of the neighborhoods. So check out that vlog tour so that you can see everything. I'm your eyes and ears on the streets, so that way you can see what the street life is, what the neighborhoods are, what downtown looks like. Now that we know some of the areas and the price points around Lafayette, let's get into the restaurants, because that is something you're definitely going to want to know when you're there, living in Lafayette, visiting Lafayette. It is a great place to be, and it has a lot of great food. And I'm going to show you, I would start with CJ's Southern Tradition. Now, CJ's Southern Tradition is, if you're driving past, you could very well miss it. Unfortunately, don't have a lot of signage there for you to bring you in, but it is in a historic home that they converted into a restaurant, and you're going to get some great home cooked Southern foods there. And like I said, it's just a hidden treasure. So so when you're around town, be looking out for CJ's, because like I said, the signs aren't bright in your face, but when you're there, when you find it, you're going to be happy that you did, because they offer some great food. Okay, next on our list is going to be Toki Sushi and Steak. You're going to find that right here. So Toki Sushi and Steak is Asian style food right on downtown, right in their nice little sidewalk there by a lot of the shops. So you're close to a lot of everything when you visit Toki's. So they have sushi there, larger variety on their sushi menu. They have vegan options and very friendly staff. So when you go there, they're going to make you feel like home, and they're going to feed you like part of the family, right? So they have a lot of great Asian style food choices for you, and you're going to leave nice and full there. And like I said, you're by a lot of the shops, and a lot of these shops I'll get into later in this video, but you're right in the heart of downtown when you visit Toki's. So now let's head up a little bit north to go to Southern Bliss Bakery. What's cool about Southern Bliss Bakery is that they offer a large variety of sandwiches and salads. Here it is right there. So at Southern Bliss Bakery, they offer a lot of the menu options, but you can also build your own sandwich there. So they give you the options to just create your own masterpiece, right? They also serve a lot of great desserts, the baked goods, sweetbreads. They do specialty cakes, and they're pretty creative on their cakes for special occasions. And they have 12 different flavors of ice cream there. So it's your one-stop shop, one stop for lunch. So Southern Bliss Bakery is a great place to go to, grab a nice sandwich and get some desserts. And like I said, they have a lot of great creative cakes for you there. And just up on down the street, you're going to find Maddie's on Main. In Maddie's on Main, you have fresh made biscuits in the morning and fresh hand, patty hamburgers for lunch and dinner. They do dinner on certain days, but they do fresh burgers and fries after their breakfast hours. But you're going to find a great breakfast, great lunch and dinner there, and they have large portions and a great staff. So they're going to really make you feel at home as well. That's one thing you are going to find in cities and towns like Lafayette. It's good country town, so a lot of people, you have that southern hospitality there for you. So Maddie's on Main, that's where you're going to find it. So let's head up north for Byers Smokehouse. So Byers Smokehouse, they do great barbecue at a great price, and they do awesome burgers too. So going to Byers, you're going to have all the barbecue favorites. You have a good line of burgers there, big portions. They're going to really fill you up. It's in a convenient location, right by the Walmart. So nice place to go fill that barbecue craving. So let's head on down to get some great Mexican food at Los Guerreros. And that you're going to find right here. So Los Guerreros, great Mexican food at a great price, like I said. And they have vegetarian options there, nice staff. It's a cool kind of like Aztec vibe there. You're going to be right there. It's in a convenient spot, buy some, Ace Hardware. You have the Southern Bliss Bakery, like I mentioned earlier, and you're by a lot of other restaurants and shopping areas. So Los Guerreros, great place to get some good Mexican food. And let's head on down further. We're going to go to Ash Kickin' Barbecue. It's a fun name. So Ash Kickin' Barbecue, mouth-watering hickory smoked barbecue. Just right on the corner. Nice little shack as well on the corner. And they do, pulled pork, brisket, and ribs. All your barbecue favorites you're going to find there. And, hickory smoke. They put a lot of time into smoking their meat there. So you're going to get some great barbecue at Ash Kickin' Barbecue. So now that we covered some of the restaurants to go when you have that craving, let's head on to the shops, because Lafayette does have some nice shops there in downtown and around it. So let's head down to That's So Mimi Boutique. So That's So Mimi Boutique has a lot of different clothing options for women, a lot of accessories, jewelry, and gifts. They have fun display on the outside. They do, they had cornhole playing on the outside of their shop. So they're a great community place and just right on downtown. So nice place to go. Also get some nice Lafayette gear, for the Lafayette High School Ramblers. You can go there and get some good Lafayette gear at Mimi's Boutique. So right next door, we're going to head to the bouquet shop. So the bouquet shop, as the name says, it's a flower shop. You're going to, but they don't only do flowers, they also do balloon bouquets and gift baskets if you don't want flowers to send. They have a nice wide variety, and further down at Debbie's Flowers as well. Nice flower shop there. So, that way you have a good variety to choose from between the bouquet shop and Debbie's Flowers. Debbie's Flowers has nice arrangements, fresh picked flowers there, and they also do gift baskets as well. And you're going to find, just on the kind of like boardwalk there in Lafayette, you're going to find, Shear Time. Great place to go get haircut, as you're shopping, eating. And let's head over to further north to Southern Hanger Boutique. So Southern Hanger Boutique is a nice selection of women's clothing as well, good accessories, gifts. Great place to go get some shoes, style up for the summer, fall. It's just a great place to be, and they have a cool little shop there. So let's head on up a little bit north on the main street and go to Southeastern Farmers Cooperative. So you're out in the country in Lafayette. There's a lot of farms out there. So you have your farm out in Northwest Georgia. You're around Lafayette. You're going to want to go to Southeastern Farmers Cooperative. They have all your farming supplies there, and a very knowledgeable and nice staff. So they're going to answer all your questions that you have, give you all your farming supplies that you need. Great place to go to, help support your farm, keep that farm going, your animals as well. They have a lot of, feed and farm supplies there. And, you're in and around Lafayette, like I showed before, Lafayette does, it's a country town, but it does have a Walmart and, Ace Hardware right down here. So it has a lot of the, the common shopping areas and other places that you find typically in other cities. They also have, if you're into working out, if you're not wanting that home gym, they also have P6 CrossFit. They have the Firehouse, Firehouse Fitness right on downtown. And up by Walmart, they have the Workout Anytime in Lafayette. So nice options for gyms. So even though you're out in the country, you do have a lot of the amenities there, like other cities. And like we covered, great shopping options, great restaurants to find. But before I get into a lot of the adventurous stuff, I'm going to tell you about the Marsh House. And Marsh House is right on Main Street. If you ever walk in the grounds of the Marsh House nearby, keep those ears open, eyes open, because you just might see some of the spirits or ghosts walking around the property there. And I'll give a little bit of the backstory of the Marsh House. So the Marsh family, they came and built that house in 1836. They originally lived in a little log cabin right by the property while the house was being built. It was finished in 1836. And right next door to the Marsh House, you're going to find the Chattooga Academy or Gordon Hall. The Chattooga Academy was built by the Marsh family as a school. And what's cool about the Chattooga Academy is that it is believed to be the oldest brick standing schoolhouse in Georgia, and that was also built in 1836. Still there, still standing, a lot of great history. Also with the Chattooga Academy, that is where General Braxton Bragg planned the Battle of Chickamauga, which is just north of Lafayette. He planned it right under the oak tree that used to be there right in front of the Chattooga Academy or Gordon Hall. And so, with the Civil War broke out. The Marsh family, they moved south to evade the war. And as the war came through, you had the Battle of Lafayette, and the Union soldiers, they used the Marsh House as kind of like a fort holding place. So when the Marsh family came back after the war was done, they found, bullet holes through the walls, blood-soaked wood floors, hoof marks on their floors because they had their horses in there. And so with, all the horrors of war, it is still said that the Marsh House holds some of those spirits there. Even to add into that, so they had a group from Tennessee come down, kind of like a volunteer ghost hunting group. They came down with their equipment. They did the electronic sensing stuff for the spirits, and they had witnesses there, and they asked them questions, and with the electronic equipment, they picked up some answers. So possible ghosts, possible spirits around the Marsh House. So if you're around there, like I said, keep those eyes open, ears open. That way you can see or hear some of the spirits around there. So that's some of the history of Lafayette, you know, the haunted history, Civil War history. There is a lot of history around Lafayette, Georgia. So I just wanted to add a little tidbit. And next door at the Joe Stockton Memorial Park, you know, right by the Chattooga Academy, you're going to find a nice little shaded area to sit down, nice little field. And they even have a little splash pad right there, you know, for the kids to jump around, get the feet wet. So also in downtown, what Lafayette does, they do a fun festival called the Honeybee Festival. You know, they created it in 2017, and they do it right in downtown, right on the street. They created, like I said, created in 2017, goes right through downtown. They have a lot of barbecue. They have a barbecue competition, bike rides. A lot of the local vendors and restaurants come. They have like their food trucks up, shops up. So a lot of things to do, eat, and see. And in 2019, they actually had, you know, country star Rodney Atkins perform a free concert for the Honeybee Festival. So a lot of great things they're planning for, you know, in Lafayette for the Honeybee Festival. You're going to find that in the summertime. Unfortunately, it wasn't done this past year, you know, with the coronavirus going around, but they are planning to open that up again next year. So, you know, put it on your calendar to attend the Honeybee Festival. They always do something great there, and it's just a lot of fun for friends and family. So with, you know, the stuff to do around, you know, some of the history, stuff to do around town, in the downtown area, let's go into kind of more the adventurous, kind of nature's playground. And that you're going to find that kind of in the southwest area of Lafayette, over in the Pigeon Mountain Wildlife area. You're going to find that over in the Pigeon Mountain Wildlife Management area, this whole area here. So Pigeon Mountain Wildlife, it covers, you know, over 20,000 acres, and you can hunting, there's fishing, caving, camping, hiking, just about, you know, rock climbing, just about anything you can think of to do outside up in the mountains, you can do it over there in Pigeon Mountain. You know, they have great places like Sawmill Lake. So Sawmill Lake in Pigeon Mountain is a free place to go camp right on the water. And also a side note for a lot of the areas that I'm going to highlight is you're going to need a land pass or a basic hunting and fishing license pass to enter into some of the areas around Pigeon Mountain Wildlife. Those passes for residents in Georgia are just around $30. For non-residents, it's $60. So, you know, it pays to be a resident here in Georgia. That way you have access to all the beautiful land that Northwest Georgia has to offer, especially here in Lafayette. Now for Pettyjohn's Cave, I do know that you have to fill out like an application to go there because, you know, through the cave, it can be a little treacherous. So you got to fill out some papers to get in there, but you're going to have a ton of fun at Pettyjohn's Cave. So when you get to the cave, it is a little slick. So, you know, always remember to bring your great caving gear, have a lot of the safety measures in place, bring a buddy, let people know where you're going, what time you're going. That way, you know, heaven forbid anything happen, but you just want to have all the safety measures in place. So also right next door is Rocktown. Rocktown's another fun place to explore and have an adventure there. So it's kind of like a maze of these giant boulders and rock formations. A lot of interesting rock formations there. Now to get up there, make sure you got a kind of like a high-rise vehicle because the roads up there unfortunately aren't as well maintained. There are some potholes. You are going up the mountain and you're going to want to go up there when you have some good daylight so you can see kind of the road conditions. So you want that high-rise vehicle so you're not scraping on the road. But once you get up there, it's going to be a blast. Again, make sure you have all the safety measures in place. You are going to need a land pass to get up to Rocktown, so make sure you have that in check. But a great place to go bouldering, a lot of rock faces to climb, a lot of great trails to explore, some caves there as well. So Rocktown is an awesome place for the adventurer, you know, another place in, you know, nature's playground around Lafayette. Another great trail is the Shirley Miller Wildflower Trail, or the Pocket Loop Trailhead. So there, you can see in the picture, they do have a boardwalk through the woods. And what's awesome, in the first week of April, you're going to see a lot of the wildflowers all through the woods. So they have that boardwalk there, so you're not, disturbing the fragile wildlife that is there. But it does also make it great for kids and for those who are handicapped. You can use that boardwalk and enjoy the woods. It's a great service they did to put in that boardwalk there. So if you're at the Pocket Loop Trail or the Shirley Miller Wildflower Trail, you go through the boardwalk, and just at the end, it does go into like a normal trail you'll see through the woods, and then there's a waterfall right at the end there. So the waterfall is seasonal, so sometimes it'll be flowing, sometimes it'll be dry, just depending on if there was a good rain before or not. But what's cool about that waterfall is that there's a cave, like cove area right behind it, so you can essentially go behind the waterfall and through it to the other side. So really cool place to explore. Bring the kids. Even if you do have some disabilities, handicap, you can also enjoy the beauty of everything that the Pigeon Mountain has to offer there. So that was just a summary of what Lafayette has to offer. Like I said before, Lafayette is a beautiful city nestled in, right by Pigeon Mountain, nestled in the country. It's a lot of rolling hills through there. You're going to find a lot of great homes. You have a lot of things to do. Another thing that I went into is Queens Lake. So Queen City Lake, just right here. It's a great place to go beat the heat, a great place to go fish. Just a lot of great things to do around Lafayette. So Lafayette, like I mentioned before earlier in the video, it does have some great highway systems here. 27, you have 51, 136, and 193 going out. So you're not really landlocked. You have a lot of great highway systems to get you where you need to go, and so that you kind of have a general idea of time frames to get where you want to be. Lafayette, if you're going down south to Atlanta, you're going to want to take 136, and that's going to be about an hour and 34 minutes for you to get down to Atlanta. So, you go through some of the countryside, some of the mountains there, then you join up on I-75 to get you down there. And also for the Atlanta airport, it's going to be around the same as an hour and 34 minutes to get to the Atlanta airport. Now for Chattanooga, you're going to want to take 27. You can also, if you wanted a little bit of scenic route, you could take 151 too, but more direct route, you're going to want to take 27. And that's going to be around 38 minutes for you to get up to downtown Chattanooga. So not too bad. And that's going to be around the same for the Chattanooga airport. So around 38 minutes. So not terrible, especially for being in a nice little country town. You got some good access to everywhere. And also if you say you wanted to go to Dalton, one of the bigger areas in Northwest Georgia, you want to go to Dalton, that's going to be around 37 minutes for you because you just have to kind of go around the country and some of the mountains to get up there. So Lafayette, you're not too far from everything. Even though you're out in the country, you are pretty close to bigger cities like Atlanta, Dalton, and Chattanooga. And you're going to be enjoying a lot of the country scenery out in Lafayette because you are off the main interstate way. You're going to have a lot of beautiful countryside around Lafayette. I really enjoyed Lafayette. I did love its downtown area, and especially a lot of the adventurous and kind of like nature's playground areas that Lafayette has to offer. If you want a street view, like I said before, of Lafayette, make sure you check out my vlog tour of Lafayette. I go around some of the neighborhoods, check out some of the homes there, some of the areas that I did mention on the map. I went through on the vlog tour, so make sure you check that out. We visited Queens Lake in the vlog tour. Also went to a bakery that I didn't cover in this video called Melinda's Bakery. Had a ton of great food. So if you want to see inside that bakery and the street views around Lafayette, make sure you check out my vlog tour of Lafayette because I took you around the neighborhoods. We saw a couple of the homes and some of the sites around Lafayette. So Lafayette has a ton to offer. I wanted to give you a Google Map view of Lafayette. That way you can see its proximity to everything else and some of the things to do, some of the things that are not as well known. So, you know, Lafayette can definitely be a destination, a great place to live, great place to visit. So let's go over the real estate market here in Lafayette. So in Lafayette, you're going to find the average home listing price now this is just an average, at $130,000. And the average sell price of the homes here is $160,000. So there's a lot of room for negotiation. That's why you're going to want me on your team to help you get that home in beautiful Lafayette, Georgia. So give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. Let's set up that Zoom call. That way we can go over the details that you're looking for in property, investment property, in your home. That way we can get that ball rolling. And I can find you that spot here in beautiful Lafayette, Georgia. And just a quick note, the average price per square foot you're going to find in Lafayette, Georgia is $120. So similar to a lot of the areas that is around Northwest Georgia. So that about wraps it up for the Google Map video, our map tour of Lafayette, Georgia today. If you liked this video, found it informative, give it a nice like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. That way you can stay up to date on all the videos I produce. Also leave a nice comment down below. I love having that conversation with you. If there's other areas that I didn't cover that you want some more information on, leave a comment down below, and that way we can explore the areas together. And, you know, with that, until next time, y'all take care, and I'll see you soon.